Hi. That is so loud I'm turning it down. For me, I think the audio levels are. No, it looks like it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is Guilty Gear, and I am a Guilty Gear bitch, so I'm not against the music. And as can probably be told, just by looking at the title of stream, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing today. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh. So, well, for people who were not there during the talking about it yesterday, when we were doing the one shot that I forgot to record with Craig, so it's gonna have a less, it's gonna be one of the worst sounding edits we have after the initial hump of the bad mics on my end. But also, like, oh my god, I still haven't even gotten, like, the first episode finished, like, returned to me, so there's a very real chance I just have to find a different editor, because the turnaround, while I'm not stressing it, it's definitely not gonna work for, like, actual release schedule stuff. I wish I was... I need psychology medicine, holy shit. Wish I was in a much better place financially so I could just be like, here's a bunch of things. Instead of being like, well, I can afford to do this. You know? Just so that I could, like, get progress pretty far along. Now my water bottle's empty. Okay. Excuse me. Ugh. Oh god. Sometimes biology medicine tastes awful. Most times I barely register it has a taste. Guessing it's because I didn't have nearly as much water as I usually would have in my water bottle. So I probably drank less to wash down the pills, so they must have had more time to get their flavors all over my taste receptors. Just me filling up my water bottle. One of these days I'll live in a state that has better water supply, so I don't have to buy water bottles. Quite literally, they did a test, and my state is one of the, like, very few that has, like, the highest level of contamination in the water. So, you know, that's great to know that, I essentially live in hell. Which, I mean, with my poorly developed sweat glands, it's not too far off from the truth. Okay, well, I have to go grab the... I have to grab the new, powder. Because I also apparently ran out of that, but I knew I was getting low, so I already bought a new one. A few days ago, because I don't like being without the hydration powder that actually makes me better. Or makes it so that I'm less, or I get hydrated better instead of like having to drink twice as much. Oh my god, why is it in a second box? Second box. Okay, well, good thing I always just keep the scissors on my desk so they're nearby. And oh my god, hair. I know that I don't have the headset on right now so that you're getting in my face, but could you not? Please. Literally just trying to get to the point where I can drink my drink, my water. Oh god. Oh, I always struggle with opening this fucker. Remember one time I opened this up and it just was like a gunshot sound. Oh, where's the scoop? Okay, good. It's somewhere near the top. Gonna use a tissue to clean my hand that I just had to dig around in the powder hole for a second. Remember one time I got this and the scoop was like buried more than halfway in it. So luckily I was using the old scoop, but then I eventually found it. I was like, I thought they forgot to put a scoop in this one. I was so wrong. And just like that. I have water and I have my headset back on. I unpaused all of the sound redeems that I had paused for yesterday's one shot. So those can now be used. Ugh. Oh my god, excuse me. It's taken my body a second to adjust the allergy medicine. Holy fuck. Usually it's pretty quick. ADHD kicked in. Okay. So, I mean, back to trying to summarize what I was saying earlier, which I'm surprised I fucking remembered what I was saying. Currently, we are doing the last Thursday of every month for Hex Club going forward. 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, so, you know, same time we streamed yesterday. So next month, on the 31st, I saw that and I was like, oh, well, that's convenient because I literally go on a full week off from work after that. So I get to, like, sleep afterwards and do whatever the fuck I want for that whole week. I'll probably end up streaming a few extra days, but I haven't decided yet. But, so yeah, Hex Club is going to be the last Thursday of every month at 4 p.m. Camp Slasher, second Thursday every month. Or I think we said fourth Thursday, technically, because sometimes there is a fifth Thursday during a month. We'll figure that one out for sure in the future when it matters. But, so next month, we will be finishing up the Space Kings playthrough we're doing, set in the superhero world that's very similar to the Tick. I don't have a name for the universe, otherwise I'd just fucking say the name of the universe, but I don't know what the fuck I'm calling it yet, other than it takes place in Philadelphia. Well, at least year 0 takes place in Philadelphia. I don't know what I'll do for the actual full season I want to do in the future of it. But that's at least 2 seasons from now. So I've got time to even think on it. But that means the recording in August, we're starting a new season. That season we are calling Neon Noir, Cyberpunk Noir, Techno Noir, whatever you want to fucking call it. If you've seen the movie Blade Runner, you know the aesthetic. That said, I've been trying to find a system to use. And let me tell you, most of the Cyberpunk settings are too heavy on the rules or too light on the rules. To the point where it's like, okay, that makes no sense. Because I looked at carbon fiber, or no, not carbon fiber, altered carbon, which is a cool system, and it could work for what we want, but it's a little too crunchy for what I want to do. If that makes sense. And I mean, I'm not going to be doing, I just went blank. I'm not going to do Shadowrun. I'm not going to do Cyberpunk 2020, Red, whatever the fuck you want to call the system, because I know it changes depending on the edition, which makes it confusing to look up. Because, again, the systems are a little too crunchy for me. Because I don't like playing crunchy, or like running crunchy TTRPGs. I should check up Cyberpunk or CBR plus PNK and see how I feel about it as a system. Because, I mean, it looks like it's very rules light. Oh, there's a Google Sheet way to play it. Excuse me? Runner fires are character sheets for the tabletop. Use template. Runner files. Cyberpunk is based on Blades in the Dark. Ooh, I'm not sure how I feel about Blades in the Dark for a system. Runners, so this is their character sheets. Okay. So a character sheet has a place for your character image, your player character pronouns. Choose an angle, which I don't know what that means. Hunted augmentations, pretty self-explanatory. I don't know what most of this stuff means. It's got a place you can put NPCs, and it's got the safety rules. Okay. Well. Okay. I mean, that looks like it makes it easier to run, but without reading the system, I have no idea what the fuck it wants you to do. So I'll probably pick that up at some point and see if it's the one. Because, like, one of my favorite TTRPG systems is Cyborg, but I don't know if that hit the vibe we're going for. Because it is cyberpunk, obviously. It's called Cyborg. It's also a Morkborg game, though, so Morkborg is cool, but I don't think it works for what we want. You know? I'm pulling open Cyborg, the PDF. This is one of those I wish I would have bought the physical copy of the book as well, but I was unsure on it when I backed it on Kickstarter, but interested enough. So, unfortunately, I don't own it physically as much as I'd like. Because it's more the gameplay. The gameplay is the important thing. So, I'm just scrolling through this thing until I find the... Nope, this is not what I'm looking for. System. So, my favorite rule is player characters cannot be loyal to or have sympathy for the corpse, the cops, or the capitalistic system. Based in true. They might find themselves reluctantly forced to do missions from them or their minions, but make no mistake, they are the enemy. And you begin with a 2d6 times 10 on an anonymous cred stick. So you just have some creds, cheap clothes, and an RCD, retinal comm device. Lifelike eyes, chromed out headset, and everything in between. Beams hollow data, ads, propaganda, the net, straight into your skull. Access sites and send and receive text, pics, video feeds. Your interface with technology. Like everything, it can be hacked. Okay. So then you roll to figure out your gear. You roll a d8 and then 2 different instances of a d12. It's just that this is meant to be very short games is my problem. So you choose or randomize a class, and then you follow its instructions for gears, abilities, hit points, debt, and glitches. You roll abilities, you roll for features, which is style and obsession. Then you randomize your stuff, you roll your debt, you roll your glitches, you roll your hit points, and get shut down. Huh. Okay, it's got 5 abilities: agility, knowledge, presence, strength, and toughness. It's a 3d6 system. Or no, that's just for figuring out your stats. Okay. Tests, they have difficulty ranging. Got it, got it. Simple, simple, simple. Shunned Nano is a class. I'm trying to see how I feel. Mancer. I don't understand. So, oh, this is for the Shunned Nanomancer. Okay, that probably would have read better in spreads instead of single pages. That's why I was confused. Let's see. So you roll to weird for your presence. I don't know what that means. +2. Oh, for your stats. Okay, got it. Never mind, never mind. I figured it out. You start with a random nano power. Any starting app or cybertech is replaced with a random nano. Roll a d6 for a weapon and a d2 for armor. Ooh. So you are definitely meant to be squishy if you play a Nanomancer. Okay. Let's see. You also have one of these, and it's got a roll a d6. Jesus Christ, why did you... Good job, brain. And it gives you something kind of weapon-like or not. Burn hack. What? Burned hacker. Oh my god. I keep forgetting that they're supposed to be spreads. So shape sharpest. So Decker. So you're a hacker. Pretty self-explanatory. Got it. You've built an app, which you get a roll a d6, and it gives you an ability. Your knowledge is given a bonus in the roll, and your strength is not. Strength and toughness are both affected. And you get a cyber deck with knowledge plus 4 slots and a random app. Okay. On a deep dive of the cyber cosmos, you found a terrible truth. Oh, and that's kind of how you figure out your... Yeah, the more I'm reading this, the more I'm like, this is not going to be for Neon Noir. Discarded corp killer. I mean, that means that you were somebody killing for corpse and then you were just told get the fuck out. The corp wants you dead. Yep, that sounds about right. Orphaned Gearhead. Oh, that's for the people who want to be techies, like build things. Okay. Yeah. I can't even read that, I'm gonna be honest. Renegade Cyber Schled? I can't read it. That font is so hard to read, I just can't fucking figure out what it's supposed to be. Yeah, like this is not the system for a season. This is like a small season of like 5 or so episodes. Well, Neon Noir could be a short season. But this leads itself into a very different vibe than I'm going for, because it doesn't have the noir aspect is the problem. It has the cyberpunk, it doesn't have the noir. And that's where I think the issue is. What about Beam Saber? I don't know shit about Beam Saber other than I've had people recommend it to me. Oh god, this is a big fucking system. Oh my god, over 400 pages? Oh my god, I gotta see if this is a complicated system or not. Okay, so they've got a bunch of lore and story in it. Okay, so that 400 pages probably isn't as heavily as I thought. It's about the pilots. That means that it is a mech system. Is this a roll or a apocalypse system? Is this based off of Apocalypse? Oh, it's Blades in the Dark. Fuck. I don't have the patience for Blades in the Dark right now. I'm not going to use that. Okay. Because I'm just going through the systems I own and have, like, on my desktop. There's Black Void is a cool system. It would not work for what I want to do. Also, Black Void, beautiful books. Oh my god, is it dense rules, though. And I'm not a big fan of dense rules as a GM. I like when the games are easy to moderate to keep track of the rules. It's not going to be Call of Cthulhu. Well, maybe. No, because that implies cosmic horror, though. And I don't want a cosmic horror to be a part of Neon Noir. So, love Call of Cthulhu, not going to work for this. Girl by Moonlight is a little too... Its vibe is... more Sailor Moon. Gods of Metal, great system, want to run it one day. Not going to work for what I have in mind. Mauserita is not going to work for sure for what I want. Monster of the Week? Maybe? Okay, let's find the characters, because the characters are the important part when I'm thinking about this. Let's see, the Hunters. Let's see, you have the Chosen, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to just go down to the... Where are the playbooks? Okay, well, let's look at the moves. That's a good idea. See if I think the moves lend themselves to what I have in mind. Act under pressure, help out, investigate a mystery, kick some ass, manipulate someone, protect someone, read a bad situation. No, this is not the system for what we want. It's not gonna be Brindlewood Bay or Nephews in Peril. Even though they are very fun. Wait. Wait, maybe it is Brindlewood Bay. Okay, Brindlewood Bay, okay, book? Let's see. Gameplay basics, let's get to there. Because we can shift the system a little bit, so they don't have to play like the Golden Girls style of characters. Vitality to do strength, dex, endurance, etc. Composure to require a steady hand, calm disposition, concentration, reason for studying, etc. Presence to charm, intimidate, etc. Sensitivity for occult, supernatural. See, I don't want Neon Noir to be supernatural in nature is the problem. So it isn't Brindlewood Bay, even though it is a system I will run one of these days. What the fuck is Partners? I don't remember this one. Oh, no, that one's not going to work. That one's for a very small player group. It's definitely not going to be fucking Pathfinder. It's not going to be Thirsty Sword Lesbians or Fast Grim. It's not Kids on Bikes. I love Kids on Bikes. It's a great system. I use it a lot. But again, it's all supposed to be cyberpunk and mysteries. Like, another system I will run at some point is the crypt has opened. But again, wrong vibe. It's the wrong vibe. And that's the problem I'm having, is like, I have systems that are really good, but I can't mesh them to hit the vibe I'm going for, or the ones I find are too complicated. Because the whole point of running something is you want it to be simple. Especially if it's for podcast reasons. Oh, this kicks ass. Maybe See You, Space Cowboy. I remember reading through it once. So, let's see what the characters are like. Debts and regrets, wounds, addiction. Okay. Here's a character sheet. So you have a name, you have muscles, moves, brains, and cool as your stats. Talents, bonds, gear. Okay. Simple character sheet, I don't know. No, because it wants you to have, like, space travel and travel in general. And that's not, again, it's just finding the thing that works. Because, you know, systems. Because finding a good system is hard. I wish I had more people who were TTRPG folks who could just be like, oh, try these. Oh no. I don't know. I fucking love how one of the first chats was just a fucking bullshit bot. And it's not disappearing from on screen still. Are you fucking kidding me? Why did that show up on screen? You're supposed to be blocked before it gets a... They're getting smarter. Seribot's gonna need another update before it can start getting them better. That's fantastic. It's just... I don't know systems that work for what I want. And if you look up, like, Cyber Noir TTRPG, let's see what we get. Cyberpunk Noir, a game of high-tech, low-life, and subculture. Okay, rules light, and that doesn't mean much. Core mechanic, where different skills level are represented by different die. That's Kids on Bikes. Version, combat is uniquely cinematic. Oh, it's also a campaign thing. Yeah, no. I don't trust those until they are out. Also, I need it sooner than that. Okay, what is Cyber Streets? Okay, it's less than $10 to buy. Welcome to Cyber Streets, a future noir setting using the Fireteam High 5. What the fuck is Fireteam 5? Fire team high five. Military science fiction. Designed for quick one-shots or high action of Okay, well, it wants it to be a fucking one-shot machine. I don't want one-shots. That doesn't help. This is for like a full season. Cyber Noir tabletop RPG. Sign tells me it's not that good. It's old, distant future. Use them to travel to work, market, these boosts have a fall. The normal works by cloning. Oh god, it's one of those that's like, technically you can't do this thing. A transporter is actually just cloning you and putting a clone of you on this other place, and the original dies. It's like, okay, fine. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Archon Games Noir. Okay. Jesus Christ, that's expensive. Show me the fucking thing. Is this a TRPG or is this a tabletop game? I got nothing. I have a feeling these are all tabletop games. Deadlands Noir is Norlands 35. Sure, got one thing wrong. Things are tough all over. Honest work is hard to find. There are stories going around that they just go to bump in. This is one of those. It's Savage Worlds. There's nothing wrong with Savage Worlds, but it, again, I don't want horror themes that are like explicitly horror. I want them to be more the, you know, non-horror. What is Mutant Chronicles? Yeah, no. Okay, let me see what, fucking Edge of Midnight is. There's a million stories in the Naked City. One of them just melted your car. Supernatural themed? This one's gonna be supernatural themed, right? That's what that applies to me. Enter a world where the mean streets go on forever and the only justice comes at the end of a gun. Experience a unique take on the gritty world of noir, tailor-made for the role-playing experience. It's a universe of gumshoes and gun moles, of dark deeds and hard choices. But this isn't just any noir world. The laws of physics can be broken here. Yep, it's supernatural. I might just have to go with fucking Call of Cthulhu, but like Pulp Cthulhu. And just be like, hey, I'm not doing the supernatural shit or the magic. And just like rip that out. Maybe? You know? It's kind of hard to decide. Playing it safe isn't working anymore. You're not going to get out of this clean. You have illicit tech and the talent to use it. Time to go shake this. No. Because they're supposed. Because the thing I'm going to do is everybody is going to be construct, like a mind construct inside of a host body. Which is why Altered Carbon as the system was so close to being enough, but then I was like, the system's a little too crunchy for what I want. And of course I'm saying this as I'm now probably going to use Call of Cthulhu, but the film, the pulp version of it, because I have both, because I have all of them just as PDFs, because they did a bundle a while back. So I, like, bit the bullet, so to speak. So, let me... Oh, where is... There's Pulp Cthulhu. Just gonna open up. We're kind of just talking it through, but they're gonna be, like, shells, and inside them are gonna be constructs. And the only, like, rule I'm gonna give them is, like, hey... Make yourself, in some way, a detective. You could be a private detective. You could be a private eye. You could be a police detective. Whatever it is, homicide. As long as your character has the vague concept of detective. How they go about solving the mysteries and doing their detective work, up to you. Maybe they're very tech savvy. Maybe they're old school. Whatever. Because, you know, that's the whole point. So, let me look at the pulps. Pulp stories are fun. Let's see. Let me see what the... Okay, so it wants you to choose an archetype. If you prefer a more fully established, If you prefer to more fully establish your hero's background before determining characteristics and skills, jump to step 4 to decide on occupation, then to step 6 to work out their backstory. Okay, let me see what we've got. Beefcake. Bon vivant. One who lives well. Okay. Cold-blooded. A rationalist who is capable of just about anything. Cold-blooded types may follow some twisted moral code. However, their view of humanity is cold and stark. You're either good or bad. There are no shades of gray to navigate, just the harsh realities of life and death. Such people make effective killers as they have little self-doubt. They're ready to follow orders to the letter or pursue some personal agenda for revenge. Such people may do anything to get the job done. They are rarely spontaneous people. Instead, they embody ruthlessness in premeditation. Sometimes they will try to fool themselves into believing they have a line they will not cross, when in reality they are merciless and go to any length to fulfill what they see as their goal. Okay, maybe I just go, you have to use an archetype. So depending on which one of these you take, your core characteristic is set to one of them. It gives you 100 bonus points to divide between certain skills. It gives suggested occupations, but obviously you don't need to do that. Most of these, I think, give you 2 talents instead of giving you suggested talents, but... and then it has suggested traits. Okay. 100 bonus points divided. Yeah. Dreamer. Okay. Egghead. I mean, Egghead's just a smart person. Explorers. Femme fatale. That makes sense. That's the most film noir thing out there. Grease Monkey, pretty self-explanatory. Hard Boiled. Okay. Maybe I limit the archetypes down to specific ones. Maybe. That could work. If I do like... If I limit it to like... twice the amount of players the season should have. So if I limit to 6, maybe? I would definitely not allow the Mystic. Because again, I want to avoid magic. Huh. That could work. Because it lets me still have the interesting characters. And lets me have like the story and the people still have options. But it limits the options so I'm not going to get some weird curveballs. Maybe? Or maybe you just go, hey, these ones you can't choose because they're not going to be as useful as you want them to be. Maybe. Could work. I'm now kind of just looking at things we've got. So, skills, strength, con, size, dex, appearance, intelligence, power, and education. So same stats, nothing new there. It's got the half and the 5% value. So I could probably just update my Google sheet that is for this. Okay, so it doesn't have age modifiers in Pulp. That's cool. See, it's got logic. It's got sanity. I think you can still have sanity without the supernatural threats. Because the supernatural stuff doesn't necessarily mean sanity loss. Sanity loss could be like coming across a grisly murder scene. And just like real world horrors that could appear. Okay, that could work. And for people who do not know, this is literally how I figure things out when I'm gonna run TRPGs. Because you have hit points against magic points. That's where it's going to get a little dicey. I'm going to have to figure out how to square magic points in the system so they're not useless, but not magic, you know? Movement rate. Okay, cool. Got that. Determined talents. So you have physical, mental, combat, and miscellaneous tables. There are 4 tables of Pulp talents. Either choose 2 talents from any of the tables or roll for talents randomly. They're themed for physical combat. It's deciding randomly. Roll 1d4 to determine which table to roll on. Okay. Hidden, quick healer, night vision, endurance, powerlifter, iron liver, stout constitution, tough guy, keen hearing, smooth talker. Okay, that could actually... This might be it. Hardened. It looks like I would have to not allow Hardened because ignore sanity point loss from attacking humans, horrific injuries, or the deceased. If that's kind of where the horror is going to peak, then yeah. That might be the only one that I have to fully say no to allowing, though. Okay, we have to get rid of Arcane Insight, because again, no magic, unless I find a way to make it work without it being magic. Lore... Psychic power... Psychometry... I'll have to look at all the magic and see if I can justify... or if I can limit all the magic down to, like, realistic, like... we're calling it magic, but it's not magic kind of choices. If I can do that... Oh my god, excuse me. Heavy hitter, beady eyes. Oh, excuse me. Lucky mythos knowledge. Okay. I would... Cthulhu mythos might have to get removed from the sheet. Maybe. It genuinely could work is the thing. And then you have backgrounds where you have stuff like actor for film or stage and radio, an agency detective. Maybe I limit the choices of occupations? Could work. Depending on what I'm seeing. Big game hunter, bounty hunter, boxer slash wrestler, butler, cat burglar, cult leader would probably get removed. Well... just because magic doesn't exist doesn't mean a cult couldn't exist. Yeah, maybe I could allow cult leader still, and it would be fine. We just have to be like, yo, there is no actual magic, there is no elder gods, that kind of stuff. Your character might know that, but you as a player would know that. I could do that. Actually, you know? I think I would have to remove, I think I would do something where you can't be like a rich and famous style character. Because I want everybody to kind of be the dregs of society. So I'd probably have to do a little bit of finagling, or I could just talk to people and be like, hey, I'm expecting you to actually follow this rule. But you can look at any of them, and if you can justify it to me, I'll allow it. Maybe I do that. You know, maybe do it so that your credit rating can't go above 50. I need to look at the credit rating stat and see what it says is like the range. Somebody could be a hobo, and that'd be very interesting. maybe. I feel like the more I'm looking at it, the more this is seeming like a good choice. Because musician, librarian, okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I could reasonably do this. Huh. It's possible. Well, since I think I've got the system, I will just be like, I've decided that for Neon Noir, we'll use a slightly home-brewed version of Pulp. Oh god, I'm just realizing now how hard Cthulhu is to spell if I don't wait a second. And I spelt it wrong anyway. Cthulhu. The version of Call of Cthulhu. The more horrific things out the supernatural elements, such as taking out, altering. It is an ad break. We will return shortly. Okay, back to talking through this concept with myself, essentially. Ooh, tribe member could be interesting. Somebody could really do some interesting stuff with that. Oh, a union activist, let's go! Unionize! I hit the wrong scene, it's fine. Oh, I think I would not allow a yogi though, because that might be a little dicey. For obvious reasons. So then you get to figure out your skills and the like. Hero starting credit rating is determined during creation, depending on the occupation. In play, credit rating determines the amount of money. Yep, hero's crediting skill begins at 0. The range of starting levels for each occupation can be broad. For example, a criminal could have a poor lone pickpocket, or for a wealthy gang boss. Any number of skill points can be invested. Okay. So I'm gonna have to just look at it. Okay, computer use would be a skill we keep because, again... Oh, here we go. Okay. We have the credit ratings living standards. So it's got the credit. If you're 0, you have no money whatsoever. If you are poor, which is 1 through 9, you can afford the bare minimum of a roof over your head and at least one meager meal a day. Cheapest shit possible. They have to do public transport. And if they have transport, it is cheap and unreliable. Okay. But averages between 10 and 49. So I think I would be like, hey, you can't have a character with a credit rating over 40. 40 is your max. That could be good. Yeah. Oh, and we got a key of all the skills. Let's just see. Accounting, animal handling, anthropology, appraise, archaeology, art and craft with a specialization, artillery, charm, climb, computer use, credit rating, Cthulhu Mythos, which will need a serious rework if we use it at all, demolitions, disguise, driving, dodge, drive auto. What's the difference between driving and drive auto? Electric repair, fast talk, varying fighting, firearms, handgun, I think they did a little bit of editing, a format issue on this one, because handgun, heavy weapons, machine gun, rifle, shotgun, spear, submachine gun, I think those are supposed to technically be firearms, but they're not indented, so I got a little confused looking at it. First aid, hippery, hypnosis. That one's getting cut. I can't think of a single reason I would allow hypnosis. Intimidate, jump, language other, language own, excuse me, law, library use, listen, locksmith, lore, mechanical repair, medicine. Okay, well, if everybody's essentially a third-gen synth from Fallout 4, would medicine work on them? Or would mechanical repair be what you use in place of it? Do I just combine the two? Well, I guess I should be asking how much synthetic versus flesh and blood there is. That's something that I should consider. Because the main characters being transhumans, as in like transhumanism, not transgender. Though they might be, that's up to them. We adore our trans kings and queens out there. And those in between. Go serve. Trans people serve cunt. Period. Well... Because I don't want to do, like, their synths like they are in Fallout 4, where they're blending in. Because I don't want them to, like, be trying to blend in and try and be human as, like, we have to, otherwise we will be killed. Because I don't want that, because that also would imply that they're eventually subservient to some kind of syndicate like figure. I don't want that to really be the thing. Maybe I leave medicine and I just go, hey, keep in mind when you're building your character and you're looking at all the skills you can choose. Y'all are synthetic. You would use mechanical repair on yourself and each other. You'd use medicine on anyone who is living and fleshy. But yeah, I think that's how that would work. Natural world, navigate, occult. There can be occult stuff, it just doesn't work. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Persuade, operate heavy machinery, pilot, psychoanalyze, psychology, read lips, ride, science, sleight of hand, spy hidden, stealth, survival, swim, throw, track. Yeah. Backstory. Think about personal history, friends, enemies, achievements would have led your hero to delve into the secrets of the mythos. Again, they're not really doing the supernatural stuff. So they got personal descriptions. Okay, yeah, that's basic background stuff. Doesn't look like they give you anything mechanically. And it's figuring out the things you have. Oh, there's a quick fire hero creation method. Pick an archetype. Allocate 90 to the core characteristics, then... Oh, so whatever is your core characteristic gets set to a 90. And then for the rest of them, you got 80, 70, 60, 60, 50, 50, 40. Okay. They choose 2 talents. Again, I'd be like, hey, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do this kind of thing. Choose an age. Calculate the DB and build. Figure out hit points and luck. AKA grit. I feel like luck and grit are very similar things, like in concept. Figure out occupation and choose the occupation skills. And then among the 8 skills you choose, it gives you... Oh, the 8 skills and credit rating. So that's 9 skills, technically. 1 goes to 80, 2 go to 70, 2 to 60, 3 to 50, 1 to 40. Okay. Set the skills directly to those values and ignore the skill-based values. If your chosen proficient states a lower credit rating skill than 40%, you should set an appropriate credit rating skill value and distribute the excess points elsewhere. Okay. So I could, if I did the quick and dirty method, I'm like, you have to put the 40 in credit rating. I could do that. Pick 5 non-occupational skills and boost them by 20, so whatever the base value is plus 20. Add bonus skill points from the archetype as desired. Suggest picking 2 or... what? Add bonus skill points from the pulp archetype as desired. Suggest picking 2 or 3 skills to... Hey, here's a real question. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Suggest picking 2 or 3 skills to bolster? What the fuck do you mean? Why are we adding bonus skill points? I don't understand. Roll for backstory. Start playing, fill in half in 5th values during play. Sort out money and when you need it. So, Pulp Hero... so these are optional. Heroes to be less resilient want a low-level pulp game. Add con and size. Then divide the total... I'm gonna leave them at the lower. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know yet, actually. Huh. I don't know. Oh wow, this has a lot. Oh, they have organizations to put everybody into, like examples. Maybe I choose that and set that up as the story, and then that could work. That could work really well, actually. Yeah. That could work. This is all a bunch of lore for the setting itself, which I'd be kind of doing differently. But, I mean, it is useful to have... okay, game system. This is what we were looking for. Skills over 100. Roll of 100 is always a failure. Use luck. Same way, got it. Oh, they can do some interesting things with luck in this. Okay. So, I'm guessing they're supposed to find a way to... huh. When a roll indicates a melee weapon fumble or a firearm's malfunction, 10 lucks may be spent to ignore the result. The result is not adjusted, and it will still be a failure, but you avoid the dire consequences. Okay. Avoiding unconsciousness. Okay. So these are things that... Oh, wow. I think I'd have to give the players a copy of this. Luck points cannot be spent on luck rolls, adjusting damage rolls, altering the result and outcome of a pushed roll, sanity rolls, skill experience checks. So the development phase. Okay, I was about to say, the luck has to be fucking... The luck recovery, it needs to be pretty impressive. Okay, let's see. Start of every session, the player will roll 1d100. If the roll is higher than their current luck score, they will roll 2d10 plus 10 points to their luck score. If it is equal to or less, they will get 1d10 plus 5. So what this means is that you will always be getting a minimum of 6 luck a session. Okay. 6 luck per session minimum is real. Okay, I like that. Critical successes and fumbles. If you roll a natural 1 on a D100, is considered a thing. It's not considered critical. If you spend luck to get there, it only counts if you roll the 1. Okay. Okay, except for in combat, it can be used if both sides score an extreme success, and one of them can use luck to make it a 0-1 to make it so they win by 1 level of success. Okay. With standard Call of Cthulhu, naturally rolled critical success also means something beneficial has happened, determined by the keeper in the situation at hand. Likewise, a natural fumble of 100 means something bad has happened. While luck can be used to avoid the effects of a fumble or malfunction in combat, for non-combat skills, a natural fumble cannot be avoided. Okay, so it's got the nat 1, nat 0. Or the nat 1, nat 20 rule kind of thing. And because it's me, there's also the, if you roll a 69, you also get a crit. So it gives them two numbers that can crit. But you have to roll it naturally. That I'm fine with. Non-player characters have a luck score. Okay. Not every NPC should have access to luck score. Low-level mooks, street corners, vendors, and the average patrol cop would not be blessed with luck. Whereas important professors, major villains, and their chief subordinates would be able to spend luck to their advantage. Monsters rarely, if ever, have luck points. Again, I wouldn't really be using monsters, because I want it to be more human threats. Which, the human threats thing will determine if I use the optional rule to lower everybody's HP. Okay, major NPC's luck score is normally equal to their power, although a subordinate NPC might have 1/2 of their power or less. Okay. Playing a one-shot scenario reduces overall luck points to half POW, although the key villain's luck should not be halved in this way. Okay, NPCs may spend luck points on a range of actions, depleting their supply as they go. And NPCs' luck points do not recharge in the same way as though they do for heroes. Instead, they are essentially finite and do not reset at the start. Ooh, that actually... You could have a villain who just give them 99 luck, the max, and it's finite, so it doesn't regen. So the players essentially are just like harrying them until their luck finally runs out. Oh, that would be a very interesting storytelling device. The only exception to this rule is the main human villain, like an ancient wizard called so forth. Such individuals may refresh the luck points between scenarios, should they be fortunate enough to escape and live to fight another day. However, during a scenario, each major NPC will eventually run out if they are careless and free spending. If they survive to the end of the scenario, their luck score is refreshed to their starting total. Ready for... Okay. Interesting. They can adjust skill or characteristic rolls. They can get a second attack by spending 10 luck. Holy shit. Ignore fumbles or malfunctions. Look out, Master. If a hero is engaged in combat with an important villain and scores a hit, the villain may burn all their luck to have a nearby mook within 2 yards throw themselves in front of the hero's attack, effectively taking the hit. The mook is instantly killed or incapacitated by the attack. Such a move is a high price for a key villain, leaving them powerless to effect further rolls for the rest of the scenario. NPC use of luck can sometimes come off as a form of Deus Ex Machina, potentially diminishing the internal logic of the game. So basically, don't use it in unfair ways. Okay, good. They have an average mook stat block. Let me just screenshot that, because that could be useful. Save as... Let's make a new folder. New folder. Neon Noir. Enter. Change. Name this file Mook. Perfect. When a character wishes melee combat, dodge roll must be made to leave melee combat. Okay. Against the fighting skill. Okay. Interesting. Equal to greater than a target. When an attack inflicts an amount of damage equal to or greater than half the target's hit points, they must make a con save to remain conscious. Okay, that makes sense. Shooting a target through cover. The attacker may choose to shoot through the cover in an attempt to hit the target. In this case, add a penalty die and apply an armor rating for the type of cover. Okay, that makes sense. Prone character is assumed to be lying on the ground. Kicking someone when they are down is easier. Fighting attacks made against a prone character gain 1 bonus die, but it presents a smaller target, so firearm shots get a penalty die unless you are in point blank range. A character may stand up when they successfully dodge or fight back against an opponent. Alternatively, when it comes to their turn in the round, they may stand up and then take their actions. Lying down provides a stable position from which to shoot. A prone character gets 1 bonus die when making a firearms roll. That makes sense. You have suppressing fire. Okay. Wounds and healing. Wounded heroes may recover faster. Natural healing is increased by 2 hit points per day. The quick healer talent increases this to 3 per day. In addition, successful first aid and medicine healing is increased to 1d4 hit points. What? In addition, successful first aid and medicine healing is increased to plus 1d4 hit points. Oh, okay, never mind, I got it. So if you do a healing check, whatever one that is, you roll a d4. Got it. We do not use the major wounds rule for heroes. Heroes die if they take a single amount of damage equal to or greater than their maximum hit point total. If they take a single wound equal to or greater than half their max, that also reduces their hit points to 0. They are dying. Otherwise, at 0 hit points, the hero automatically falls unconscious. A character losing half or more of their maximum HP in a single attack, but is still above 0 hit points, must make a con save. Okay, yep. A dying hero must make a con roll at the end of the next round, and each round thereafter. If any of them are failed, the character dies. First aid can be used to stabilize in certain circumstances, such as a monster consuming or completely ripping the hero apart. The keeper might declare first aid is inappropriate. If stabilized with a successful first aid roll, the patient gains a d4 hit points. Extreme success grants max 4 already. It removes the D for dying. Okay. Yeah, I think this system is going to work really good for Neon Noir, actually. As per Deaf and Dying characters may spend all their luck points, as long as they have 30 or more, to avoid death. In such situations, the hero's luck score is reduced to 0. Their condition is slightly improved, and they get to live through to the next scene. When the player describing... Let me get some water, actually. The character immediately regains a d6 plus 1 hit points. The injuries they have suffered remain and still require attention in due course. However, has bought some time and do not have to make con to remain conscious or alive. When faced with certain death, a hero has a choice to make. They may be able to avoid death by spending luck points, or they can choose to go out in a blaze of glory, allowing the hero to perform one final dynamic, spectacular, and dramatic action before they die. Huh. Okay, I'm liking this system, actually, because it's going to allow me to do the noir stuff, but also have the action stuff. Is a free option allowing the hero to attempt one desperate act before they die. If the final action involves a skill roll, then a free bonus die is awarded to the roll. Once the action has been attempted, the hero is dead and cannot be revived. Blaze of Glory act must be undertaken to enable another character to perform a hero action. The bonus die is actual award to the character the dying hero is assisting. Such self-sacrifice allows the player concerned to narrate what they are doing to aid the other character. Okay. I like that. Blaze of Glory is cool. Hero development phase. Okay, so this is the usual stuff in between sessions. Fine-tuning luck. No, I'm not gonna fuck with luck. Okay. Okay. And 2 guns or 2 many, 1 in each hand in a single round. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking this is definitely it. I mean... Yeah. Yeah. So... Bout of Madness could still happen, I think. Because you can go crazy in real life where we don't have supernatural shit happening that we're aware of. You know, maybe it is out there. Who knows? Oh my god. Oh my god, I almost threw up there. What the fuck? Oh my god, that was awful. Pulp. Okay, magic. This is what I need to see. Magic is always an unusual thing. Bending and manipulating. So learning a spell. No, I don't think that's gonna make it. Deadly casting is not really gonna matter because I'm trying to find a way to kick magic out. Standard approach allows such skills to be available for heroes and villains. However, the keeper is some just villains if the better suits their game style and concept. I think I'm just gonna have to get rid of psychic powers as well. Okay, what is weird science though? Because weird science could be how you allow it. Gadgets and weird science should be rarely encountered, perhaps only in the hands or claws of major villains or monsters. Extent of weird science as a game is determined by the keeper, who should decide whether heroes are allowed access to and the ability to build weird science gadgets. Okay. Many Mythos races employ some form of technology, whether as weapons or tools. They are weird science, not for humans, falls in the hands of humans, it is not easy to use. So you can make things, rolling checks. If you get a regular success, performs one simple non-destructive function, replicates a skill roll of at a 40% chance of success, allowing a non-skilled person a 40% skill roll. So it makes it easier. Perform one complex or destructive function. Replicates a skill roll at 60 chance. Provides a bonus die to a specific skill roll. We're limited to 1d4 uses. Performs a highly bizarre functions. Replicates a skill roll at 90% of success. Provides a bonus die to a specific skill roll, limited by 1d10 uses. Involves anything Mythos related. Okay. Sample gadgets. Oh, good. They have like some gadgets. I think I could use these in place of magic. And it can just be like, hey, look, you don't have magic, so like we'll put on your character sheet your magic points, but that's just because I didn't want to overly edit my character sheet. Maybe I would have to make a new character sheet anyway to remove it because if if I didn't, then players would be like, well, we have magic on here for a reason, so clearly she's lying to us. Which wouldn't really be what I want. Yeah. Auto lockpick voice mimicking ghost detector. Would I want... Would ghosts be pushing too much for what I want to be a very real thing? It might be. Brain enhancer, jetpack, death ray, linguistophone, elder sign bullets. Well, that's probably getting gone. Horrible telephony device. This is going to be set in a cyberpunk world, so like that will obviously be removed entirely, because they're all going to have essentially implants. Okay, here's the running thing. It says Adventure Quest. So these are the things. So there is Two-Fisted, which is where it's a combat-oriented game. There's Suspense. A bunch of small and unrelated events conspire to weave a web of deceit and tension. That might be fun. Just get a fucking corkboard and figure out the whole thing. Well, I have a corkbook, actually. I could actually just do that. Wouldn't be too hard. Exploration. Adventure. So that one's going out. Out and out horror. That's where it's just horrific stuff. Okay. I do not think I would do a out and out horror for this. I want it to be noir, hence Neon Noir being the name of the season. Noir means black film, literally. But... well, actually, noir means black in French. Noir? Okay, so it's got ideas for so this is just like for people who don't know what to do. Got it. Pulp Cthulhu is fast-paced. Okay. Hazards. Okay, this is how you do certain things. Traps, plot twists. Okay, makes sense. Recurring villains. Okay. Opponents should get stronger the further you go. Cliffhangers, yep, rewards. So give them rewards. And then this is one that tells me the history of the 1930s, which we're again setting it in a different place than the 1930s. Okay. It is interesting that they have a lot of... like, they have a full-on lore document for the 1930s. Like, that's insanely helpful for the next time I want to set something in the 1930s. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of stuff I could do. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and then it has a bunch of sample characters that I could use, such as villains and the like. Okay. That's super useful, because I can use those to make characters they will come across and have to fight. Or just interact with. We've got some spells. Okay. This stuff's cool. What's next? Disintegrator? What the fuck is the disintegrator? Oh, it's a scenario. Okay. They named one of the Pulp Cthulhu scenarios the Disintegrator. It confused me. Okay. I mean, I'm going to be building my own story, so these are more just so I can kinda, if I want to look over them for suggestions, if I'm getting stuck. Oh, they also have maps. I've been talking about the next season of Hex Club, which we're calling Neon Noir. And I was trying to figure out the system, and we now know it's going to be Pulp Cthulhu. And I'm just kind of scrolling through the book to see if there's anything else in here I care about. But most of it now is a bunch of stats. Yeah, so these are all... they have multiple scenarios in this book. Pulp Cthulhu, if you're out there and you're looking for a good system, if you don't know what you're doing for your first system, Pulp Cthulhu actually might be top 10. Maybe even top 5, because this gives you a full-on, like, adventure, a lore document. Like, this gives you like, it does the world building for you. The system is a little more complicated than I would recommend for first-time GMs, but not so much so that it wouldn't be a bad... it would be a... it wouldn't be a bad idea to use for... because I feel like Call of Cthulhu, once you figure it out, it actually works really well. Or, well, Pulp Cthulhu. I do find Call of Cthulhu is a little more confusing. Huh. You can do a lot of stuff with this, actually. This is a fucking... this is a, for me, recommendation for anyone out there who wants to run a TRPG, but they don't know what they want to do. Look, D&D is the system everybody knows. D&D is not a great system. D&D is the white toast bread of TTRPG systems. Now, some people refuse to play games that aren't D&D. Here's the thing, though. Not wanting D&D... not wanting to play games that aren't D&D... if you don't want to run D&D, they're not going to be a good fit for you anyway. Because if you don't want to run the system, just be like, well, I guess we're not doing a system together. I know it sucks, but, you know, you just need to do that sometimes. A slow boat to China. How? There are so many adventures that they've, like, pre-made in here, though. Like... and they have a full-on lore document related to the 1930s, so you can, like, immerse yourself in what the game should feel like. Pulp Cthulhu is smart as fuck. Like, genuinely. And then there's a bunch of handouts. Just all a chapter dedicated to just the handouts. Okay. That's cool. You could choose to use them. You could choose not to use them. Oh, I might... Thing is, I don't fully know what the story of Neon Noir is going to be yet. Oh, good. They have a reference page. That will be very useful, I am sure. Maybe. It has a weapons list, so that already tells me that it's going to be useful. Oh my god, excuse me. Huh. And then the very last thing is an index. Yeah. Yeah, it's Pulp Cthulhu. 100% Pulp Cthulhu is going to be the system. Let's open up this. Let's go. Pulp Cthulhu character sheet. Let me see one of these. Open image in new tab. Oh, well, that's a shitty zoom. Okay. Well, we're going to be doing something. No, you go away. You come back. Google Sheets. No, that I... oh my god, really? Well, if I pull open the character sheet on this side... let's open up my thing here. Nope, that was the wrong one. Real quick. Moving this just so that I can still see chat while I'm doing this. Sheet Master, that's the one I should have opened. Name, player, occupation, age, height, sex, residence, birthplace. Yep, those can stay. Let's see. I think it is going to be easier if I just make a fully brand new one. Gonna be honest. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, by the way, I just realized that what we should do is have you being able to see the spreadsheet I'm working on. Since this is kind of a thing I do on occasion. So let's see. Resize, set that to 25 exact. Just so it's even. Okay. Character sheet, things that you will need is... also, let's move to Courier New, because that's like a font that would look right. Go away, tables, I don't care. So, name... player... I'm not going to do that. Character name... no, let's just call this one name. Let's not make it character name. That's a little confusing. Occupation, age, sex, archetype, residence. I'm not going to do birthplace. Okay. And then there are 6 core stats. Actually, I think I will do serial number instead. Because everybody in this system... Okay, merge these cells. No, don't merge them, actually. Because there's a space. You go strength, dex, int, con, at, pow, size, edu, move rate. So, well, first of all, no, don't, no, Control Shift Z, copy, paste, get rid of those. Change this so they're middle aligned. Then do that. Actually, do it like this. So now they can put in their strength score, their con, and their size. Such. Why did it not make them all courier? I know why. There, now they'll all appear in courier, which is the more film noir looking font. I'm just gonna call this SN now. Make and model, because they are robots. Oh, wait, I forgot. It has... Okay, no, wait, we're gonna have to rethink this one a little bit, actually. Because you need to have the half values. Huh. Okay. I think I know how I'm fixing this. Copy, paste. Do that real quick. So, merge. 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 I hit the wrong button. Merge. 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 Boxes. Okay, these ones will merge as well. Merge. 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 Because the way it will work... Nope, don't merge those. Is the main skill will be in the first box to the left. And then the half value and fifth value will be here. Let's try resizing these to 50. Is that perfect? That's really good, actually. So, have fun with Jackbox. Merge. Oh, I can't do it the easy way. Okay. Resize 50. Oh, I can actually. I just did it wrong. Okay. Change this one so it's wraparound. Perfect. So that right there is the top of the sheet. So we need a sanity tracker. And an HP tracker. So, because you have current HP, or no, you got max HP, current HP, starting sanity, current sanity. So, what? Because if I were to do 1 HP, current HP 1, luck, then it goes starting sanity, current sanity. First, I prefer it when it does this. Second, I prefer when it's aligned in the middle. Luck. Then we just go dying, temp, insane. And then there could be just like a little checkbox underneath it. So no, let's just border it all around. I missed those ones. Merge, drag, dying. Yeah. I can work with that. That's like the top of the character sheet. We then do all the skills. Okay. I'm realizing that I actually need to pull open the Pulp Cthulhu PDF again to do this part because it'll be easier. Oh god. Let's see. Ba-ba-bum. Oh, I'm gonna need to put a place for the talents. That can be somewhere. I'll figure that one out later. What do we got going on? Oh, excuse me. Skills. This is what I was looking for. So we would do like a I think I would want to actually move them over here. Right? No. Oh, let's just try and figure it out. Okay, counting. Accounting is 5. Animal handling. 0.5. Nope. 5%. Anthropology. I'm not going to include anthropology. Well, no, I will. Anthropology, which is a 1%. X-rays, 5%. Art and craft is also 5%? Yes. Artillery is 1%. Charm is 15%. Climb is 20%. Computer use 0. Oh my god, I can hit keys, I swear. Credit rating 0%. We're not using the Cthulhu Mythos. Demolitions 1%. Shifting over the document so I can see it. Disguise. Didn't click over into the document. Disguise is 5%. Driving is 1%. Dodge, half. Dex. Drive auto, 20%. Oh, I figured out why I got confused earlier. My dyslexia read diving as driving. I'm smart. Electrical repair. 10%. Let's real quick actually. On jumping in a VC for the last 2-ish hours of stream. If anyone wants to jump in. Yeah. Yeah, that way, if I have any buds out there who are available, I can chat with them. Nope, that's the wrong button. This button. Electrical repair is where I was. Make the PDF appear again. Fast talk. 5%. Oh my god. Fighting. This one's going to be a little confusing. Fighting with axe. Is 15%. Fighting with bow. 15%. Fighting. Brawl. I'm just making them all separate so it's easier. 25%. Fighting. Chainsaw. That feels like a weird one to include, but okay. 10%. Flail. Wow, they have a lot of weird choices for what they... Fighting. Flail. 10%. Fighting. Garrett. 15%. Fighting. Sword. Nope, not a space. 20. Oops. %. Fighting. Whip. 5%. Okay. I'm gonna delete some of those fighting ones because I think they're dumb. Whip, I'm getting rid of that. That one feels dumb. Flail, that one feels dumb. Chainsaw, that one feels specific. Like, I'm gonna just change these around. Is there not a fisticuff skill? Yeah, I'm gonna simplify this down. Oh, fighting brawl would count as it. Let's change axe to melee. And get rid of those two, because those two are dumb. Because if you just have fighting brawl, fighting melee, that makes it easier. Firearms might get more, though. Firearms... Handgun... being its own makes sense. 20%. I think I go... Firearms... Fuck. Let's say heavy... I think heavy weapons can be fine. 10%. Firearms... Automatic. And let's just say 15%. Yeah. Heavy weapons. Firearms. Rifle / shotgun. I feel like these ones all get their own thing because they are different enough that I feel like you kind of need to. Otherwise it just gets way too weird. First aid. 30%. History. 5%. Intimidate. 15%. Jump. 20%. Okay. Language. Other. 1%. Which that makes sense, that you would have 1% language for that isn't at your own. Because, you know, I know a little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit of Japanese. I know a very small amount of Chinese, French, etc. Like, I understand a very small amount of most languages. Language. Own. EDU. Law. 5%. Library. Use. Because we could justify that as looking things up online as well. you maybe not be using a literal library, but you're using something in lieu of a library will work for that. Listen, which is a perception thing. Locksmith, which is for those who want to pick locks. 1%. Lore. 1%. I'm gonna get rid of lore, actually. That's a little confusing. Mechanical repair. You know what? I'm gonna switch this with first aid on the number. Because first aid is Yeah, because they're supposed to be synthetic humans, so changing it so that they are better equipped to deal with themselves but not others in cases of first aid makes more sense. So I will change this to 10%. Yeah. Medicine is 1%. Natural world is 10%. Navigate is a grand total of 10%. Occult. I have to decide right now. Do I keep occult? Is there a way that occult would make sense in this setting? I think I get rid of occult. Operate heavy machinery. 1%. Persuade is 10%. Pilot is 1%. I've essentially gotten out of the specializations on skills, except for handguns and combat, purely because outside of combat, I can't think of a single use for the other ones that isn't just going to bog down the game. Psychoanalyst is 1%. Makes sense. Psychology, read lips is 1%. Ride is 5%. Science is 1%. Sleight of hand is 10%. Spot hidden 25%. That was spot hidden. Stealth is 20%. Survival is 10%. Swim is 20%. Yeah. Throw is 20%. Track is 10%. Okay. How many skills are there? 9 through 59. There's 50 skills. So... okay, I think I know how we do this. You know what? The whole document can be changed to this, wrap around, vertical align. But 50... There we go. No. Oh, undo that merge, because I didn't mean to do it like that. Do that there. Oh, wait. No, that is something I'm going to have to do. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, undo my fixing that, because I actually didn't fix it. Because essentially what I'm going to end up doing is making boxes that look like this. Can I add insert a row below? Remove this. Do that. And that. Because this lets me say... Because I'll do equations in these to make it easier for everybody's math. So it will be like you put 75 here, and then it will automatically go half of 75 is this, a fifth of 75 is this. Like, that's what it will do. Okay. Copy. We're gonna move these over here for now. So I can then just delete them all. Because what I want to do is essentially do this, do this. This way I can drag it down, like by doing this. What? Why did those merge weird? Oh, it's because of these, actually. Okay, fine. I'll go through and finish merging all of these so that it doesn't mess up my figuring things out. Or, well, that should be enough, actually. Because, let's see. Because 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Here. Just for now, because I can reset it later. Well, if I have it so that you can instead scroll down like this. Okay. Da da. Again, this is the kind of stuff I do when I am prepping a game. If I feel like there's not a good cheap or free option for a character sheet that I like, because I don't like the Roll20 character sheets for Cthulhu. I can instead... I'll make like a character sheet that I like. That does what I need it to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, well... 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Exactly 50. This is 14. Oh god, math. 14, no. 50 divided by 14. So I could do 3 rows of 14 and be close to what I need. Okay, what happens if I divide 50 by 15? Okay, that's not better. Can I make them 5 rows of 5 and be fine? Because it takes 4 of these, so... No, Huh. Oh, it's 51. Shit. I realized that I didn't count one of them. So 51 by 14 is still not good. What's 51 divided by 3? 51 divided by 3. If I could make them rows of 17. But this is 14, that'd be 15, 16, 17. I'll undo that. How the hell did I pull this off with the original sheet? Oh, and I forgot about the little check boxes next to it. Fuck. I can get away without doing that. So, because these are still two rows. These are set to 158. Is it the font? Because it's 4 rows, and then, oh, I put a bunch of extras in, okay. But they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I was able to make them fit into 15. Somehow. Huh. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's just... Everything's gotten, topsy-turvy. Here. Paste them there for now. Move these here. I'll figure them out in a second. Clear columns. Oh no, I did that wrong. Delete. Do clear, then do that, so that's back as it was. Merge, unmerge. There. But then if we were to copy and paste, one, two, three, okay. This is confounding me. I needed to check Discord, so that's why I did that. Accounting. Well, I can get rid of all of these by merge, yes, unmerge, delete that, for the ease of this, so I can do the figuring out better. Oh god, why does it do it so weird? That's why. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that is the solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But, oh, fuck. Christ. Oh, God, just... Oh my God, this is so confusing, my brain. Again, I don't know how I made this one work so well. Because the size is the same upwards. I think I'm gonna... let's try... again. Without changing the size of any of these. Copy. Paste. Resize to 10. Okay, let's try 20 instead, because that is too small, I think. Okay. Go away. Because... that's what it looks like at the moment. So... let's take out these two. Okay, I think what we do actually is this. So now it's... yeah. Copy. Paste. So we change it to that. Merge into that. Oh my God. Let's try resizing these to 40. Yeah, I think 40 is the size. Resize to 40. Okay. Whole document needs to be courier new. Nope, no, not that one. Middled. Wraparound. Middle align. Okay. First of all, fix that. Copy. Paste. Undo that, actually. Paste them like this. Huh. But how is it I did this so well? Because it's following the 2, 2, 2. It doesn't make the columns bigger. Well, what happens if I do change these to courier? Is that what's fucking it up? No. No, it's not. Huh. I don't understand. Okay, so yeah, they're at the default, so oh, it actually doesn't work perfectly in this one, does it? Oh. Okay. That makes so much more sense now. We just... What size did I make all of these? I can't remember. 50. Okay, cool. We just need to make these to resize to 50. Because if I put... I think I can make them smaller, actually. What happens if I make these 40? $40 works. Can I go smaller than 40? Can I go to 35 by chance? $35. Nope, it fucks up move rate. So 40 for those just because of move rate. However, I can make these ones 35 and they'll still be fine. See? So... You're right, Jazz. Good point. Absolutely should have been getting some water. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I would need... Oh my god, I forgot. the number. Alright, calculator, time to be useful again. 51 divided by 15. So it would be 4 rolls. I'd want 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's clear those and these real quick. Copy. Let's try doing it in a new sheet. Set this one to 25. Paste. And then we would resize these two to that 35. Also, real quick, gotta fix up this. And there. Because that would be right. Because this would give us 15, 30, 60. That's 60 different boxes. Which means 9 would be extra for extra space. Okay. Now let's go ahead and resize all of these and see what it looks like. Okay. Now, let's see what happens when we bring these over. Can we put them... here, let's resize this one real quick to 25 and paste. Do these resize columns to 40. I didn't resize all of them. God damn it again. That allows basically the whole sheet to be visible. Well, wait, if I had 9 extra, I can delete these ones, actually. So, merge, clear, unmerge. Nope, undo that. Do this. Because now the whole character sheet can be seen with all the important information. On one sheet. Let's insert a column. I mean, I wanted it on the right, but undo. One column right. Do that. Perfect. So that's enough for the skills and the basic things, which is name, archetype, make/model, our core attributes. Um... Show me the glossary. If I scroll all the way down here, I can get a character sheet. Okay. So what we've got is the basic stuff that I have written down. Hit points. Oh, I need to get HP, luck, and all those other things still into it. Okay, got it. Which is these ones. Just copy and paste. Okay. Undo the paste where I did it. Redo the paste here. Because we have max HP. Number. Current HP. What happens if I merge these cells? Nope, that fucks things up. Okay. Max HP. Current. Current. I feel like it's fine if I just do it like... Start sanity. Nope. Sanity. Just fully get rid of these. There. Yeah, max HP, current, sanity. Luck. Because those are the four things. One, two, three, four. But wait. 1, 2, 3. So if we were to combine this, luck, space, current, this can be sanity, and then current HP. Okay, well, undo current HP, just do current. HP, just do standard HP. Oh my god, why was I making that so much harder than it needed to be? Because you can merge those two. And these ones then also get the boxes category thing for it. Clear that actually. And then if you do this, yeah. Clear, keep left, keep right. clear, keep left, keep right. Oh my god, I just almost ripped my mic, the headphones out of my mic. Okay, is there a way to... no, having them be their own boxes like that is probably for the best. Yeah. And I'm flat out just gonna fully copy these for this sheet because I don't have to put in the formula anymore. Because see, now it will, like, I just need to copy that formula into all of those, and I could have done it the hard way and figure out how to do it again in the sheet, but I don't remember. Ads are about to start. Now will be a great time to get up, stretch, use the bathroom. Whatever it is you need to do. I will, of course, use the bathroom and... oops. Do the same. I'm just determined to get these in before I do. Yeah. We will return and finish making this character sheet that I will use for the Neon Noir season. just have to click on screen capture. I forgot. Okay, back to trying to figure shit out. So... we have a few other things that need to be added to the sheet. These might get turned into talents. No. Talent 1. I will make this. Yes. Merge. Merge those. Merge these. Merge those. Drag those to there. Unmerge that, actually. Okay, but... this is how we'll do the talents. So, talent 1, you'll name... description, or what it does. Okay, now they'll be able to put their talents on the character sheet so we can see them. Okay, where do I fucking figure out the damage bonus equation? Damage bonus build. Damage. Where's the glossary? Let's see. Archetype, characteristics, backstory on the hero. 13? How do I jump to 13? There it is. So jump to page 13. Oh, I should stretch. Oh god, I'm a little stiff on this side. Oh my god. Oh, that felt like it was... I felt like my windpipe constrict a little bit during that stretch. That's not a good sensation, to put it mildly. Okay. It's gonna be past the archetypes. Okay. So... damage bonus... Okay, so we just have to do it like... oops. Damn it. Why is that one not... Everything should be courier. But, damage bonus. Wait. No, I figured this out, actually. Merge, unmerge to fix that. Merge. Merge. Here. Let's clear that for now. And now we make the borders. DB, which will be damage bonus. Build. We're actually, let's unmerge these. Oops. Let's merge these like so. And make sure they're courier, because aesthetics matter. Wrap around. Vertical. Perfect. And then you do this. So, damage bonus. I'll just have to pull those open. I'm gonna just be smart. No, I'll just find a tab and I'll make that. I'll download that instead. That'll be easier. Yeah. Yes, I am basically making an automatic character sheet for Pulp Cthulhu. Now, I should change this to Neon Noir character sheets. This is essentially a co-working stream right now. Let's see. What else do I need on the character sheet? Kind of just need a... So, let's see. It would be weapon, skill used, damage, well, how many numbers is that? Because it's skill, god damn it, skill, damage, range, attacks, ammo, malfunction. How many numbers is that? 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, well, we can simplify this as weapon skill. Get rid of that. Because then it goes... Well, okay. DMG... No. Damage could be 1d4 plus DB. Like, this is what it would look like. Yeah, that's gonna have to take up 2 of these. So let's merge these cells. Damage. Oh, that's not... That was a bad merge. Merge those. Range cannot fit in that, so that also is a thing. I might get rid of ammo, I'm being honest. Malfunction. Yeah. Undo real quick. Attacks. Merge. 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 And then just do this. I mean, it is weird to put the name and such in the top right. Like, if I were doing this ideally, I would actually shift it so this was on the right and that's on... I can do that, actually, just by doing this. I know how Excel spreadsheets work. I'm smarter than you might realize. I may have a literal post of me with stupid written over my head, but that's beside the point. That was... No, that was loser. That wasn't stupid, actually. And now, let's real quick, middle align like this. Okay. We have to resize this one very slightly to fix that issue. If we set it to 105, perfect. Shot. If it was a shotgun, yeah, that's fine. Sniper, that would fit. Sword. Large hammer. Rocket launcher. Okay, if it were a rocket launcher, it might need a little more. So... Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. Trying to think what else they could possibly have as a thing that could be more words than rocket launcher. Because it's a cyberpunk kind of setting, but we're using Cthulhu rules. Is there some kind of big named item I could think of? Yeah, that's fine. I think I figured it out. I might fuck this up and accidentally choose the wrong color. Oops, that's control. I need shift by itself. Do that. Do that. This is just me making the character sheet only show you the important information. Yeah. So now I just need a Perfect. That'll make it easier. I'll drag this one over here, which was my first attempt before I got overwhelmed. Oh, it's gonna fuck up all of... it might be easier just to... Fucking damn it. Charm 15. Oops. Control Z. 15. Then it's climb 20%. Computer use 0%. I'm gonna have to change that actually. The number, I mean, not necessarily the skill, because the skill is correct. It's just that it's not going to be what it is there. Credit rating 0%. Demolitions 1%. Disguise 5%. Dodge half dex. Oh, I missed diving entirely. Diving. %. This one also I've realized needs to just be a full box like this because there are not variables to your movement rate. So, last one I did was dodge. So, drive. Oh, drive auto. 20%. Electrical repair is 10%. Can I shift that sheet? So I can still see chat. Yes. Okay, that was electrical repair I did last. Fast talk, which is 5%. Fighting. Weapon. Percentage on weapons is 15%. Then we have fighting, you know what? Copy, paste, fighting, brawl. 20%? 25%. Yeah. Then we got firearms, handguns, which is 20%. I know that I'm just saying a bunch of numbers at this point. Firearms. Heavy weapons. Their percentage is 10%. Firearms, automatic is 15%. Firearms, rifle / shotgun. This is a great song. First aid. 30? 10. It's 10. I changed it from 30 to 10 because of what's going to go on in the setting of Neon Noir. First aid goes into history, 5%. Intimidate is 15%. Jump is 20%. Language own, edu. Language other. Other is 1%. Oops. There we go. Fix that. Language other. Law, 5%. Library use is 20%. Again, with the setting we're using, library use could also just be using a search engine. Listen is 20%. Locksmith is 1%. That makes sense. I imagine your average person is not good at locks picking and such. Mechanical repair, 30%. This has kind of become the... Oh, real quick, I just noticed that I missed these ones for my highlight. There. Because they're not going to be using magic. So, I might just be honest with everybody that power has no real use. Because I'm realizing power might literally have no use in this. Okay, yeah, power might be a stat that we just chuck out. Okay, anyway. Medicine. 1%. Makes sense. Natural world. 10%. Okay. Navigate. 10%. Operate heavy machinery. 1%. I mean, you do have to be trained to use those. That makes sense. Persuade. 10%. Pilot. 1%. I should have guessed that. Psychoanalysis. 1%? 1%. Read lips. 1% as well. Ride 5%. I'm gonna have to look up what the fuck ride means though, because that's so nothing. Science. 1%. Sleight of hand. 10%. Oops. Spot hidden. 25%. Stealth is 20%. Survival is 10%. Swing. I think that's supposed to be swim. Swim. 20%. Throw 20%. And lastly, track of 10%. Oh, God. Yeah, that's Jackbox for ya. And then I guess just make all of these ones extra. So they're like, in case we need stays. But now I need to middle align. Yeah, I just need to fix these. And then this character sheet will be ready for when we start the Neon Noir season, which is gonna be August. No, 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 no. Don't merge. Don't merge. Wrong. Oh my god. I almost fucked up big time there. I do need to check what power is used for. Let's go back to chatting now, though. Okay, character attributes are on page 15-ish. Because the PDF finder is not perfect. I just need to see what power does. Power. Power, where are you? Where is this answer? Where is it? So these are it's showing me a bunch of archetypes, which is not what we're looking for. A lot of my brain doing math. As I essentially just made a full-on spreadsheet, partially from scratch for the next season of Hex Club. Because we have a one-shot on the 31st next month. That's technically it's the second shot, which is going to be the accumulation of year 0 of whatever the fuck that superhero comic universe is going to be named by me. Oh fuck. I need to pull open regular Call of Cthulhu, I am realizing, to figure out my answer. TRPGs, Call of Cthulhu. Is it just the Keeper rulebook? Where? Okay, I get that there's a foreword. I'm looking for the table of contents. Okay. Page 37. Power. Where is the answer of what power does? Power indicates force of will. The higher the power, the higher the aptitude for and resistance to magic. An investigation with 0 power is zombie-like and without purpose, as well as being unable to use magic. Unless stated otherwise, POW that is lost during the game is lost permanently. Okay, the only reason you need power is because it determines your sanity score. So I'm going to edit this and just have it say sanity. Or san. POW/san. Just so I fucking remember. Or no, I'm going to just say san. Because it's sanity. I'll put a period though, so I know it's an abbreviation of something. Sans Undertale, yes. I'll just make a note that sanity hat. No, I do not change it to power. Actually, how is how you figure out your sanity. I'm just gonna put that for my brain. Okay, well, that's stupid. It's not working right anymore. I'm just gonna go pow. I'm gonna change it to make it fit in the box. Equals sanity. I'll know what that means. But my simplified character sheet is 1, takes up a whole monitor for my screen, which is perfect. For its purpose. And delete the old sheet, so it's only this one. Duplicate because we have 2, 3. I'll make 2 copies. Duplicate and duplicate, because we're gonna have between 3 and 4 players, or between 2 and 4 players for that season. Cameron's sheet. Skylar's sheet. And I'll leave the other 2 as just copies. I'll make them actually, I'll rename them as X's sheet and Y's sheet. So that I can just change those letters into their names. Yeah. There's a place to put their character name. Yeah, I've made a whole ass character sheet in Google Sheets so that I can have us all able to use it. Okay, I'm realizing actually what I can do is... Oops. Cool, I can get rid of that sheet now. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Fallout 3. I'm just gonna have us raid over to one Lily Station. Great person, they're my artist, the rigger for my model, all that fun stuff. Yeah. I might try doing another stream. I might try doing later streams next week as well. See how they hold up. Because I imagine that the co-working stream, just chatting, was probably not the most drawing of attention for people. See how that goes. Hopefully well. But I don't know yet. So I don't know what I'll stream. I don't know what I'm going to stream next week, I'm realizing. Oh god, I don't know what I'm going to stream next week. Uh-oh. Maybe I can convince Skylar to do those Overwatch streams. Bye!